What up, everybody? You're now tuned into Candid Conversations. I'm your host, Brandon Lampley, back today with another live stream. Hey, y'all see the title, man. It's Are You an Asset? Are you a liability? Which one are you? So I figured for today, Kevin Samuel says sometimes he say when women they explain something and he's like, or even men, he's like, and he's not getting, he's like, hey, talk to me like I'm a 4-year-old. Put it in the plainest terms you can put it in. So that's what we're going to do today. So asset definition: a useful thing or value, a useful or valuable thing, person or quality. Liability: a person or thing whose presence or behavior is likely to cause embarrassment or put one at a disadvantage.
Wow.
So those are the definitions, people. So when I ask the question, are you an asset or a liability? Of course, we're talking about dating. We're talking about relationships, marriage, just the dynamics between men and women. And what your view, what the other sex views you as. So I was thinking about it before the stream, and I said, women view men as assets. So the men that they just give everything to, he doesn't have to work for it. They pretty much, all he does, he does a little whistling. She run over there, lie on the back, and he rub his stomach. He can do whatever he want to. Those guys, they view those guys as assets. You're an asset. You enrich her life in some way. She sees you as a resource, utility, whether it's your looks, whether it's the money you have, whether it's status, resources, whatever it is, she views you as an asset. Men, especially today's women, tend to view them as liabilities. Are you a liability? Liability is if you have kids. Sorry, ladies, you got kids. They're lovable to you, but they're liabilities to us because they're not his children. So they see you, that's a liability. Lovable as they can be, still a liability. It's a mouth he has to feed. They can't take care of themselves. I'm going to be involved with you. I'm going to take on some of that responsibility, whether I want to or not. That's not talked about enough. If you date somebody with kids, you take on responsibility of kids, whether you want to or not. And also a liability. Are you overweight? Some guys see women as overweight as liabilities because as you get older, naturally, as a woman, you're going to put on more weight. So if you're already big, how big are you going to be a decade from now? Dudes view that as well. That makes you a liability. You got a ton of college loan debt. You got $100K in student loans. That's a liability. It's a liability. You got to pay off them loans, man. And those loans are it's people. It's a lady. I seen her on TikTok, and Shawn, she was breaking down her student loans, and she had been paying for over 15 years at a ridiculous interest rate, and she still had $80K to go. And I was like, that's insane. Absolutely. She had been paying for 15 years and still had $80K to go. That's a liability. I'm sorry. Who has the most college loan debt in the U.S.? Women. They hold 2/3 of it. They outnumber men on campus 3-2. 57% women are on campus versus men. So that's a liability. So when you ask that, all you got to do is ask the question and you figure out very quickly where you are. Are you an asset or are you a liability? And you think about all those factors. And if you're not getting the results you want, that probably is one of the reasons why. Not the total thing, but definitely one of the reasons why. What you think about, Shawn?
B, I agree with you 100%. When you're dealing with the opposite sex, man, and to me, I like to, you can the more you observe a person, the more you just listen, you can find out everything you want to find out about that individual. And for me, listen to a lot of women talk, a lot of women and some men for that matter too, think they're more than what they are. And
yes.
because you hear them talk to themselves and they'll talk to you. And and these are like conversations I've had on a regular basis. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, she really thinks she is more than what she is. And you're looking at the woman and physically like, you physically you got some things you got to work on. Mentally, you have some things to work on because your mindset is, and it's good to be confident,
Yeah.
but sometimes you have to bring that confidence down a couple of notches because you're more than what you are. Um, third, you, I hear women talk about like you looking at them and they're describing themselves like they're a 21-year-old Instagram model, and
Mm-hmm.
physically you're far from it, and so uh, you listen to these things, and then the liability also comes into the attitude and the mindset of each individual too as well, because what makes or break a relationship depends on, and I posted it. I think I posted it in the story though. Um, the attitude and mindset that you bring into it will determine the direction that it's going to go and how it ends for that matter. So liabilities, man,
What's up?
just that past baggage, so I mean you touched on just a couple of things, but we're talking about past baggage, emotional baggage, all those type of things. That can be definitely a liability because they're bringing that in opposed to letting it go. They're comparing everything to what they actually been through, the bad situation. I done
Yep.
been through this, I ain't gonna go through this, blah blah blah. I'm like, man, it is what it is, but you are definitely right on all those topics. I just added a little bit more of the liability department to it. So,
Yeah.
so that's just my take. That's my take.
Yeah. And also too, especially for women, one of the things that's could be a liability is that they always talk about men not going to the doctor, and that's true. Men don't go to the doctor like they should, and women, they go to the doctor and they say that's why
Right.
they live longer. But one of the things that's not talked about in that is that women go to the doctor more because they have to. Women have more things happen and go wrong with them that makes them have to go to the doctor. They can't ignore it. Guys they have stuff where they kind of ignore it,
Right.
and let it go, and they're able to do that. They're still able to function, they're still able to work, still able to do whatever, but they just ignore it. And then, it's not a good thing, but I'm just saying. But with women, they can't ignore the stuff that goes wrong with them. They gotta go, and that those medical bills will rack up
Right.
because the older she's get, the more the body's going to break down. Women bodies are not like men, so if she's had a rough life, if she's been out there trying to hustle like a man in her masculine energy, eventually the body is going to break down. I hear military women talk about it all the time. They can't do what their male counterparts do. They about 10, give them about a decade out there in the field or overseas, and knees get tore up. Knees get tore up. They have all kind of ligament tears because I think Morgan broke this down to him. She said their hips are wider, so they're most susceptible to ligament tears. So
Mm-hmm.
body breaks down over time. That's a liability. So, and this is my thinking, Shawn, is that if I decide to get a wife, I got to make sure, like, going into old age, she's going to have to go to the doctor somewhere, and especially if she have kids, we got to pay those medical bills. That's something I got to think about. Most men don't think about those things, Shawn. We know that most men don't think about those things, but I
Mm-mm.
think about those things.
You have to. But but here's the thing, B, too, as well. What would prevent all that is consistently taking care of yourself.
That too.
Um, and I've had plenty of conversations with doctors just by going to get my physicals, annual checkups, and things of that nature. And they always ask, like at the end of the appointment, Shawn, what do you do for a living? Tell me, I got my own personal training business. And they're like, yeah, look at you, of course. So we always talk about how, I don't know how we get in these conversations. They always ask. We always talk about the detriments that happen when you do not take care of yourself properly, when you do not exercise properly, when you just eat badly and things of that nature. I mean, there's so many different things. We have unlimited resources and how we can take care of our bodies. Now we can't, all the excuses that people actually put up by not taking care of their bodies, you can't use those. You got unlimited resources now. You
Definitely
can't
adults.
use Yeah, you can't use the excuses. You're choosing not to. Eh, perfect thing. You can either spend thousands and thousands of dollars on medical bills, or maybe a couple of $100 in a membership, getting you a trainer, eating more cleaner. I mean, there's things that can prohibit those medical bills. But when we make the conscious choice not to, that's going to be on us at the end of the day. And again, by not taking care of yourself, you are definitely a liability. You definitely not an asset.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
and then you putting that
and
stress and strain on your partner. Yeah.
yes, yeah, yeah. I was in quick story. We was at Chuck E. Cheese Saturday. My mom and my nieces, my sister, and my their granddad, and I was looking at some of the kids in there because one thing about adults is adults have made their choice, but kids, man, kids, there's overweight kids, man. I hate to see overweight kids, and we got a ton of overweight kids now, man, because they don't have any money. They don't know. I mean, they're eating what's being given to them. They're doing what is being told of them to do. So when I see overweight kids, man, I get sad because these kids are they're put behind early, and now once they get to adulthood, if they decide they want to do better, now they're behind the eight ball. Now the work can be done, of course, but it's work that could have been avoided had the parents done the right thing. Because even if you're a parent that doesn't live a active, fit lifestyle and you don't eat clean, at least you should set your kids up to do differently. I know I remember my mom telling my grandmother to, hey, get us on a better meal plan, get us in shape so we won't be like her. That's the thing. I remember her. So my mom telling me about my grandmother saying those things about us. So I mean, that's another thing. That's another liability right
Mm.
there, man. Um, but making yourself
Right.
into an asset, male or female, especially for men, it's a little bit longer of a road for men. Men, especially our young men. I know you're impatient. I know you want the money, the cars, and the clothes, and the chicks, and all that stuff now. But in order to build yourself into an asset and to display value, you're going to have to cook a little longer, because unless you can dunk a basketball or you can rap some lines, it's going to take time, son. So what you have to do, you got to put your head down. You got to put in the work. So that if
Right.
you're in your 20s now, you need to continue to grind. Shoot, you in your 30s now, continue to grind. Hey, they say the men's Super Bowls starts around 38, going into your 40s. That's when it's really going to take off for you. That's when 35 is when you hit your prime. So it's going to take you some time. Now, on the other side, and this is where the envy of the two sexes come in. Women are envious that men get it on the back end. Men are envious that women get it on the front end. So, women, you're going to get your value as far as the dating market right away. You're going to wake up, go to
Right.
sleep, wake up, go to sleep. Boom, you got your value just like that. Fat deposits in the right places. You start to mature and all of that stuff. So, boom, got your value just like that. But for women, it's about preserving value. Men have to build value. Women, you have to preserve your value. And while you preserving your value, while you trying to keep yourself in your best possible shape, keeping the best possible look, you need to be displaying feminine and wifely qualities. You need to be, and are you an asset to that man? Do you bring value to his life? You're not the table, so stop. We're not even having that conversation anymore. You are not the table, because if you the table, we're gonna want to put our feet up on you. That's just what it is. So no, you are not the table. You have to build value. You got to bring more than just how you look if you want to be an asset.
I agree 100%, man. I mean, I was having a conversation, and the young lady asked me, she was like, well, Shawn, because she was telling me how she was in her previous relationship that she was in. And she was like, you know what, Shawn? Well, I was all those things that, you and Brandon talk about.
Appreciate it,
I was
Stefania.
those things to guys and get to those things in the past. And I was like, and I said, listen, I said, don't get me wrong. There are some good women out here who are taking care of lazy men. Okay,
Yes, we know.
we can't even refute that. There are some good women out here who are doing what they're supposed to do. There are women out here who ain't trying to be masculine. There are women out here who ain't saying, I don't know, Brandon, if you read I read it's a long post. It's on my personal Facebook page. I also put it in the FIMP group too, about, but it was at the top of it. It was like, fellas, listen up, and it was just breaking down the right woman. When you get the right woman,
Mm.
she's gonna do this and this and this, and if you catch the key phrases, heal with you, grow with you.
I
You
did
know,
see
it's
that.
with you. You're not on an
Hmm.
island by yourself. And the thing about it is, and a lot of people commented on that, and I also put in that, and I put this in on purpose. She is not the type of woman to say it works both ways because she
Real
understands the
talk.
dynamics of society and how it's purposely putting a wedge between men and women. She also notices that no one gives a damn about our men, and I'm not going to be what he experiences every freaking day in the world. And women get on, they get their ass on their shoulders. They wonder why this dude just brushing me off? Why he act like, because he don't want to deal with that. If you give him any signs of that chick, he gonna bounce on you. Because first of all, the number one reasons what mess up women is that thing that sits between their nose. That's that damn mouth. And you got to know when to say something and when not to say something. My mother always said a wise woman will always keep that same man with his shoes up under his bed. The wise woman, the foolish woman who's running off at that mouth, as soon as you run off that mouth, because he didn't dealt with that 13, 14 times in his life, he don't want to deal with that stuff. He's not trying to battle with you. If you can't sit there and listen to the point that where he's coming from, and you have the, because men, the conversation I was having with the young lady on yesterday, I was telling her, I said, men just, they, I said, Jesus Christ, me and Brandon talk about it all the time. They have no support system. They have no platform. They have no voice. Nobody gives a damn about them. Everybody's in their pocket. It's all about, oh, you got to take care of me. He's got to take
Yep.
care of women like he take care of his damn kids. I'm like, who is taking care of his ass? Nobody.
Hmm.
But he's
Right.
got to be Superman, Iron Man, America.
Hold up. Hold up. I can hear you. Hold up. I can hear you. I can hear.
I, I don't
Okay.
know
Now
what
I can
that
see.
was about, man. So
I can hear.
yeah, so when a call comes in, it blocks it out.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
got
so
you. You good
that's
now?
what happens. So if a man feels as if he's got to be superhero to everybody and nobody's being a hero to him, what did he have? Men get frustrated quick. B, hold on,
Yes.
man. This person keeps calling me, man, and I got to tell them I'm on a call.
I
Hold
got
on
you.
real quick. Yeah.
But
So B, you could take over.
yeah, yeah, yeah. To expound on what you're saying, who does take care of men? That's why he can't afford to take on. If this is a man of means, if this is a man who has things going on, he can't afford to take on liabilities because liabilities is going to sink his ship. He's out. He got holes in it. You come in here and you putting holes in the ship. He's taking on water because he's taking on you, and because you're a liability. So it's like, and I was thinking that this weekend, and how men in general, especially dads and husbands, are painted. They want you to be Superman, like you said. They want you to be Superman, and so when you talk to when if you never talk to your dad, if your dad's not in your life, you come from a single mother home. If you never talk to your dad, you never got his side of the story. You need to do so. You need to go find out for his side of the story because you heard your mom's
Right.
side. Go get his side of the story because that'll give you a different perspective. It'll and because hey, sometimes dudes are exactly what your mom said they are. Hey, it is. Your mom said the guy was this way. Sometimes he's going to be that way. Sometimes it's going to be a different story. You're gonna get a different
Right.
answer. You're gonna get something. You're gonna go into it, and you got to go into it with an open mind and look at it from his perspective. Look at it from his size. Put yourself in his shoes at his age, at that mindset, at that time. Don't put him as this otherworldly figure and judge him based off of that. No, put him at he's a human being.
Right.
Put yourself in his shoes,
Right.
inherently flawed person.
Right.
And once I did that, the men in my life and how my relationships going, my relationships with them got so much better because now I understand it. Like my dad, I understand it now. 25 years old, no direction. Mom and dad are gone. He's just trying to figure it out. Got it. Shoot, my stepdad, from the riffs I had with him, seeing him now, I enjoy my time with him now because I understand. One thing I can't appreciate about him was he was a protector and a provider. He went to work and nothing happened to us. Food on the table, clothes on our back. You could tell we ate well. So there's no complaints, there's no issues. Yeah, well, there are bumps in the road, of course, but I've come to find out there was households way worse than mine. So I have nothing to complain about. I came out a better person for it. Let's see. Stefani say they want
Well,
you to fix them. Yeah, they do. And men don't have time to do that. They don't. Especially this man has kids too.
no.
He doesn't have time to fix. No, his focus should be on his
Mm-mm.
purpose. That's what his focus should be. And when you're a liability, you
Exactly.
coming in, you pulling him away from his purpose. Go ahead.
Exactly. B, you said two key words, which is something that Gwen used to always tell me. She used to tell me it so much that I got sick of it. She said, every situation, every circumstance, every problem, have an open mind. If
Yes.
and that's the problem. Here's the thing with closed-minded people. Closed-minded people always got their damn mouth open.
Yeah.
If you ain't part of the solution, damage, you are definitely part of the freaking problem. So my thing about it is when I see women by themselves, they're not by themselves just by accident.
Yeah.
There is some, if you can't keep a man and every man keeps leaving your ass, and it's something in you that you have not identified, that you refuse to work on, because my mom used to always say, baby, when you see women always alone, they can't never keep a man, always by themselves, blah, 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 blah. Baby, it ain't the men. They all going, my mom used to say this all the time, they all gonna lie and say it's the men. Baby, my mom was like, baby, well, she's like, here's the thing. If it's all the men, please explain to me the wise women that have been with people for 25, 30, 35, 40, 50 years. So if they got it right, what is it that these modern day women are getting wrong? She said, baby, you look at something on the outside. You don't know what's on the inside. And they're going to tell you this and they're going to tell you that. She said, baby, I'm a woman. I'm the only woman that's going to be 100% transparent to you about our female bullshit. You
Yeah.
may find, my mom told me this, you may find maybe one or two women in your lifetime that's going to own their bullshit. The rest of them going to lie about it. The rest of them going to play victim. The rest of them going to have the self-entitlement attitude. Let me tell you something, Brandon. She has been right as rain, ain't been wrong, and still writing death.
Hmm.
Everything she said I was going to see, everything she said I was going to hear, I've experienced it. I've been through it. I've seen it with my naked eyes. She's not lying. But
Yep.
if and man, Brandon, you're on point today, man. When that man has a purpose, when that man has a purpose in his life, a man with purpose is doing shit in his life. He's
Yeah.
doing things that are bigger than him. And when you want this and you want that, and I'm sorry, that dude's got a purpose. His purpose was there before he even met you. He's not going to deter or stop his purpose because of you. Why? Because if he has to stop his design purpose for you, your punk ass is a liability. Period. You are not an asset because a woman who's a guy who's an asset, she's gonna understand. that this dude's got a purpose. She ain't gonna be giving him no that lip and be, just adding fuel on the fire. She's not gonna be annoying him. She's not gonna be bringing up what she's going through or whatever. Like he got time to be Dr. Phil to your punk ass. See it, get a shrink,
Yeah,
get a therapist. But a man with a purpose ain't he don't have time for all that nonsense. Brandon, you touch on two major key points, man. Please expound on those, my brother. Because
for
those
sure.
are good, man. Those are good.
You see, Stefani says, "Let's be real. Come in when you're already fixed. Yeah, do your own healing. You got to go inside and do the work yourself." She says, "I'm a woman, and no, it's not all the men. 100. Well, at least somebody agreed. Well,
Yeah, at
especially
least somebody's
Shawn.
being honest. At least
Yeah,
we got one person being honest.
right.
Yeah, right.
Um, especially one about purpose, man. When you have a man that's on his purpose
Right.
and he's doing stuff and he's getting things done, like you say, he's doing something that's bigger than himself. He doesn't need distraction. You want to be able to free his mind of other issues and allow him to focus on that. Because and I learned this too, Shawn. The guys say all the time, say women will test you. So you on your purpose, you on your job, you doing the things you need to do. Oh, we don't spend enough time together. I want
Oh
more
my
time.
God.
Can I get some more
Oh
time?
Jesus. Oh my God.
Can I get some more
That.
time? And they say that's a test, Shawn. And he said, God was like, I think it was Coach Greg Adams. He was like, that's a test because as soon as you do
Right.
it and you give her the way, attraction starts to drop because you're bending to her will. And I said, what? I was like, is it really
Mm,
like that? Is it really? I said, because I like when situations like that, as me as a man, especially as a young man, she want more time. I'm going to give her more time. That's what I'm thinking. No, no, she's pulling you away from your purpose, especially if you're doing something and you
mm,
really can't get more time at that time, and you're basically
mm-hmm.
sacrificing your purpose in order to appease her.
Right.
Because if you lose that
Brand
purpose, she's going to be gone anyway.
Brandon, let me tell you something, man. My mom say, man,
Hold on,
my
wait,
mom
Shawn.
told me
Hold on. Cha
what?
Cha say, Brandon, please take that hat off. No, dog. And he gonna put some Gators on the screen. No, you see it. You see it. Ain't no Gator fans over here. Alabama over here.
Oh,
What
I
you,
didn't know it
Maryland?
was an Alabama hat.
Hey, hey, and that's a Maryland Terrapin over there. No Gators over here, baby. No Gators over here.
No gators over here, man. Y'all keep that junk in oh raggedy behind Gainesville. Keep that junk. But
Yeah,
anyway, man, I digress about them gators. But
yeah,
listen, my mom always used to say, man, that a woman that wants a man to give her all this time, you better expect to be with a broke ass one.
yes,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm
That's
sorry. But
it.
my mom say, listen, baby, you doing something that's bigger on you, let them walk. Because the real one
Yep,
gonna come there, ain't gonna complain, ain't gonna bitch and whine, ain't gonna moan. She gonna be 10 times better, and she gonna have her own shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
yep,
So my thing is, I'm like, do what you got to do for yourself. I ain't got nothing negative to say about you. I ain't got no ill will, and I wish you the best. Thank you for the opportunity and the time that I did have with you. I have nothing but good things to say about you. Why I'm going to say that? Why I'm not going to be negative, and why I'm not going to be making negative comments on social media subliminally and stuff like that? Because I need the big man to keep that door open for that real blessing to come my way. Because once I start being negative, bitter, resentful, saying little condescending things on messages and stuff on other people's posts and all those things of that nature, now I'm closing my window for what the opportunity that he wants to give me. So for everything that has ever went wrong, breakup, we ain't talking no more, whatever, I'm not gonna change. That person called me up and I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna see him in public. I'm not gonna act like I ignore them because people do that all the time, Brandon, because they bitter and they resent
yeah,
me and they all in their feelings. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, no, I'm not finna shortchange my blessing because he gonna send me something 10 times better than you. How I know? Because he always has done it. He gonna
yeah,
upgrade me because he see what I'm doing. He see this dude is hustling and grinding. This dude is hustling and grinding. This dude ain't hardly spending time with his kid because his kids because he on this hustle and grind. So if his
Right.
kids don't get all this time, how in the hell you think you gonna get all the damn time? Are you freaking kidding me? See, women so dumb that they don't even think about that. This dude ain't even got all that time to get to his damn kids.
Yeah.
So what makes you think you can come before them talking about you need time? They be killing me with that time shit, dude. I mean, I'd be like, listen, man,
Yeah.
look, please get you somebody where you can get all your time. Please.
Hey,
And good luck to you. Good luck to you.
yeah.
I wish you the best.
Stefan, you just brought up a point that I was just about to bring up. She must be a mind reader. She said, for this kind of woman, it's never enough. They always need more or something else. Yes. When you open Pandora's box, when the floodgates open, it's going to be something more. It's going to start small.
Right.
As soon as you bend your knee, you bend to her will, it's going to be something else,
Right.
and something else, and
Right.
something else. There's a reason Prince says, maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never satisfied. It's never satisfied. You can't make them, can't satisfy them, can't make them happy. Insatiable. It's always going to be something. So you're going to have to say no.
Always.
No, N-O, no.
Right.
And no doesn't have the effect that men, no doesn't have the effect that you think it has. No, you might get a little attitude here and there, but no is going to bring respect. Because yes, bending the wheel and simping it up, that she's going to lose attraction for you all day long, man. You have to stand on your moral, stand on your word, stand on your morals, stand 10 toes down, and not budge. Not budge for anybody.
Right.
Because like you said, my kids aren't even getting the time that they should get from me because I'm chasing this purpose.
That's right. Because if I'm trying to leave something for my kids, if I'm trying to, because I know I'm not always gonna be here. So my hustle and grind, I got to leave them something. They're not gonna bury me in the ground and my kids not have a damn dollar in their pocket. See, I'm not working for me. I'm working for them.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna leave them broke and desolate. That's not gonna happen. And I don't give a damn who don't understand it. And I will be by myself till the right one comes. Because she out there. The right one is always out there. The right woman is always the one who's not going to give you no grief. She's going to be understanding. She's going to compromise. She's going to know, hell, the world don't want to revolve around me just because I got a vagina. You know what I'm saying? I'm this dude's partner. Again, there's a difference between partnership and relationship. Time, that's relationship attitude. You will never see a partnership talking about, oh, we don't spend enough time. See, no, that's relationship shit. See, I done had plenty of relationships. I don't want that garbage. That's garbage. It's watered down. It's weak. It's watered down. It's sorry. It's lazy. It's pathetic. I done seen that movie, wrote the book. I was a star in that movie. I don't want that shit again. I already had that. I didn't have relationships. I don't want nothing that resorts or reminds me of a relationship. See, a partnership ain't never going to be talking about time. Because you know what? They understand. They truly understand. They ain't just saying they understand your hustle and grind. They really live it, breathe it, sleep it, and eat it. And they ain't never giving you no flack. The minute that comes in, I'm like, oh, there go that relationship shit. It's time for me to bounce. You know? So it is what it is, man. No harm, no foul.
And then, ladies, if this is your man, you should know about his life. You should know the inner workings of what he has going on. So if I'm a woman and time is what I want to spend more time, and I know you're on your grind, you're on your purpose, and I don't want to pull you away from that. All you got to do is look at his schedule, see his schedule, and look for the open spots in the schedule, and schedule it around that. You know, so not and don't do it in a way where you're going to pull him away from his purpose. You know, that makes you, that's what makes you an asset right there. That's what makes you an asset. Say, hey, you got this open date right here. You don't have this going on. I was hoping, or I was thinking that we could do XYZ, spend a little time together because we haven't spent much time. Are you available for such and such date and time? Yes or no?
Right.
And then I know a woman come to you like that, Shawn. A woman come to me like that, Shawn. I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna say? You know what? That is an open date. I don't think I have anything scheduled for that time. Let's do it.
Or just even ask, hey, what is your schedule? Can you send me how your schedule is?
That's it.
Can you send me a copy of your schedule Monday through Sunday? Can you send me so I can look at it and be like, hey, I see some, just like you said, Brent, I see some open time here. What about that? You got anything going on? Can we get together on that day or whatever the case may be? And that's fine. And you know what? Let me tell you something, man. The old people used to say back in the day, you can get more from bees with honey than you can with salt.
Yeah.
So everything is based off the how you present it, how you deliver it. And people don't understand. Here's the thing. In your delivery, in your attitude on how you present something to somebody, you may just because that person may perceive it differently from how you deliver it, and you may think I didn't really mean it to deliver it that way. Maybe I need to work on my delivery, because what people forget and fail to realize, where there's a cause, there's an effect.
Yeah.
How you deliver it, that cause may affect how that person's going to respond to it. And
Yeah.
people don't, the problem with people is they don't think, I don't want to say intellectual enough, they just don't think before they speak,
True.
and
Yeah.
they come off wrong. And you come off wrong that guy with purpose. He's not going to sit there and entertain that, because he's like, okay, what am I losing here? I'm losing aggravation. Okay, by aggravation. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. He's like, shoot, I mean, I still got my business. I still got money in the bank. I still look good. My body still looks great. What am I really losing with this aggravation? Not a damn thing. What is it really giving to me in my life but aggravation? No
Yep.
understanding. It's just, man, it's always something, bro. But I'm not going to say who always said this, because I don't want to put him out blast to have him causing problems. But he is somebody close to me. But he's always said it, and he's been saying it for years, and he's very close to me. He said, man, no matter what you do, he said, this is just my personal opinion, you can't please them females no matter what you do. You can go to work every day. You can take care of all their bills. You can buy them a car. You can put them in a nice house. They're going to find some other bullshit to bitch, whine, moan, and complain about. That's real talk, bro. And
Yeah.
and I haven't been proven wrong on that theory yet.
Real talk. Let's see what Lisa got. Lisa say sometimes they have a hard time communicating with their partner, and that's where you got to work. That's where work comes in. That's a good thing about this life is you can put in the work. You can change things. There's a lot of things. There's some things you can't change, but there's a lot you can change. And one thing about, like you said, about delivery,
Right.
is that you can't debate with somebody on how you made them feel. That's how they felt. That's how they felt. Whatever you did or said, they felt that way. You can't debate them on how they felt about what you did. That's how they felt. You either change your delivery, change the way you did it, or you move on. Because trying to debate with them, oh, well, I didn't mean for you to feel that way. Well, they did. They did. And there's
Right.
nothing you can do about that. You can't debate with them on that, man. It's I'm telling you, fire. Appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, and then it comes down to that. I mean, and then let's not forget, now we talked about the ladies being liabilities, but there are a lot of men that are liabilities, man. There's a lot of men who
Oh,
don't get up and go to work. There's a lot of men who don't take care of their children. There are men who just, they're a waste of space. They are living off women. They being taken care of by them, all of that. Got kids all over the place, all kind of stuff like that. Those guys are liabilities.
Right.
And one thing about it seems like ladies tend to overlook liabilities for certain things that pique their interest. So if a dude looks a certain way, but he's a terrible person and he's a liability, she's going to overlook it because he looks good. If he has money, she's going to overlook it. If he has status, she's going to overlook it. If he has resources, she's going to overlook it. And I was talking to a young lady who I went to school with, saw one day, and I said, on y'all list, and most women won't admit it, some will, is on your list how he looks, what he has, who he is all the way down at the bottom of the list, or it's not on it at all. I mean, that's like the 10th, 11th, 12th, 15th, 50th thing they're looking for. His character and who he is, what kind of person he is. They overlook it. And this guy's a walking he looked like Shamar Moore, but he's a walking liability. That's what he's been pretty much his whole life. That's what he's going to continue to be. He's not changing. And because,
Right,
oh, he looked
right,
like Shamar Moore. Now your life hell because you let a liability walk in your life and turn it upside down. And that's where the lack of
right.
accountability comes in. Oh, he was this. Oh, he was that. Man. He was that soon as you met him, but you continue to deal with him. I don't want to hear
Right, 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 right. Hmm. This is true, man. This is true. I can't
it.
argue
Yeah,
with that. What you just said, man. That's dead on point. That's dead on point. Yeah, man.
yeah,
And communication is important too, as well. You know, I don't know, man. Running a business for me, man, the challenges it is on everything on the outside running a business is extremely challenging. Even just to trying to spend time with my own kids. I mean, everything's challenging. It's pretty much like you have to become a magician, so to speak. But
yeah,
you got when you're being pulled in three or four different directions, man. You time management can become pretty hard and strategic. So a lot of things you're gonna miss out on. A lot of things you can't do because you got something that's bigger than yourself that you got to run. And sometimes people don't. Um, they really don't take the time to understand it. And people never understand unless they're in that person's shoes to see what they deal with in their day to day. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. But
yeah,
it is what it is, brother. It is, but everything depends on being equally yoked with the person who is going to really understand the dynamics of what you're dealing with.
yeah,
And some people get it, some people don't.
yeah. See, Stefani says the problem is that women don't want to work on themselves and get into a relationship without all the issues. They want it the easy way. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah. A lot of people they want the easy way. I told you that. Remember what I told you, Shawn. I said we're in the microwave society, man. We're in the number one. We're in the age of the diva, and we're in a microwave society. Everybody wants Sunday dinner results, but they want to give up hot pocket time. That's not how it works. If that's your
mm,
mindset, then you are definitely a liability because things take time. Things take time, man.
right,
And so
right,
one thing about value and you having true value, especially as a man, and you building true value. Once you do that, you call your shot. I mean, Shawn, you
right,
yourself, you built value. You built value mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually. You built value. You can plainly see the value that you built. So now a woman
right,
comes to you, she has to qualify to you because you're the one who has the value. Any woman who comes to you, Shawn,
exactly.
is a depreciating asset. And women don't like to hear this, but that's what they are. You're a depreciating
Hmm.
asset because of your looks.
Right,
Your looks is what's paramount in the relationship and what you use to attract a
right,
man. So your looks is something that's going to fade over time. That's depreciation. But you make yourself an asset by making it up in other ways, being feminine, being fit, being cooperative, being a joy to be around, bringing value to his life. So, but if you don't do those things, a
right,
man of value, bye. Hey,
right.
the
And
most you'll be is a slow Tuesday. He'll come through on a slow Tuesday when he ain't got nothing else to do, bang it out, and then he's on to the next thing. That's about it, man.
right, 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 right. It's what my mom used to. She used to say, man, you always. It's best that you guys match. If you don't match, if one person's in a higher bracket than you are, and when you're acting like you're more than what you are, that's not going to work. That's never going to work with a person who's in a totally different bracket because it's like, listen, if for me, I used to tell women even before way years before I had this, I was like, I'm not even a woman, but I know y'all better than you know yourself because my mom taught me everything about you. First of all, what I'm gonna use wisdom. I'm gonna dummy down on the foolishness, but I'm gonna be wise. If I see this person as an extremely amazing catch, I'm not going to try to act like I am more than what I am.
Yeah,
When I know if I'm a woman and I know I'm okay, and this dude is probably, I ain't gonna say out of your league, but I'm sure he's got like just more than your interest that's showing him interest on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to come at that dude like I'm more than what I am, because he may not say it, but in his mind he gonna be looking like, are you serious? Uh, you coming at me like you look like Jennifer Lopez. You're talking to me like you look like Jennifer Lopez. You interacting with me like you got the financial means like Jennifer Lopez. You ain't even close. So get all that stuff straight first, change the attitude around, and then let's revisit this later. You know, because I don't want to pull out a portfolio of people I've dated in the past, because you'd be like, why is this dude even paying me attention anyway? That's what his ex look like? That's what his exes look like? You damn Skippy. But there's a difference. Why is that? Because I can. It is
Yeah.
because I can. Not everybody can say I can. My mom used to break it down like this. You got two types of men. You got men who got to try extra hard, and then you got men who just got to show up in the room. And
That's
he ain't got
it.
to even say nothing. He ain't even got to utter his mouth. Every person in our room is going to notice that dude. Even the freaking woman who act like she ain't knows him. Heifer, you notice that dude. You trying to act brand new. You notice that dude. You ain't blind.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But we don't want to talk about that though. We don't want to
Yeah.
have those real. That's too much like being real. That's too. We
Mm-hmm.
don't want to have that conversation, because why? You're gonna get your feelings hurt. You're gonna get in your feelings. You ain't gonna like that, because the truth ain't sexy, baby. But that's just brutal truth.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't make those rules. It's just plain for the physical eye to freaking see. So bring that stuff down a couple of notches and quit acting like you're more than what you are. Stop that, man.
Right.
Stop that.
Right. And
It makes you look very unattractive.
yeah, I say it all the time. Like
Mm-hmm.
as soon as you walk into Starbucks and you see an attractive woman in front of you at the counter or one sitting in there, she saw you come in. She's most likely not
Of
interested.
course.
So don't approach her. Move on. Get on up out of there. Move on. Leave her alone. She saw you. They see
Right.
everything. The women
Right.
are more. They are more social than men, and so they have to be more aware of their surroundings than men, because they are the weaker sex. It's a survival thing. They have to. So she saw you. She didn't scan the room. She didn't saw you. She saw you come in.
Right. Right.
So,
Right. Right.
but
Right.
one of the things that is not talked about enough, and one of the things that can help you, regardless of where you at on the scale of 1 to 10 as a woman or even as a man, but especially for women, because we're here to help the ladies out, man. You know, that's what we're here for. We're here to help the ladies out. We want to get you better results than you be getting, because some of y'all are 0 and 50. Yeah, you're 0 and 50. You perennial loser. If you were an NFL team, you would be the Jaguars. I'm sorry to say it. It is what
Oh
it
man,
is.
stop it! You wrong for that one.
Sorry. I mean,
Oh,
it
and
is what
50.
it
Oh my
is.
god.
It's the truth. Like you said, it's all the guys. It's every guy. It's been 50 dudes, and it was all of them. It's been every single one of them. Really? It's been every guy. Come on now. Get
Yeah,
on out of here, man.
yeah. Every dude's been a problem.
No, every dude's been a problem. But one of the things that can help, and
I'm
this
not
was
gonna buy what
anyone.
you're selling, but I'm a listen. I'm a listen to it
Mhm.
because it's entertaining. It to me, when women say every dude's done this, every dude's done that, I listen to them because I'm
Yeah.
like, I hear you talk on a daily
Renzo.
basis, so I know you wasn't no perfect angel in no relationship period. Hell, you hard to
No,
deal with, and me as a trainer, me training your ass, so I can imagine what you are in a relationship.
I can imagine.
So
I can
that's
just
the part
imagine.
that's like, like, please. You expose yourself every time I see you when I train you. So no, I'm not gonna buy that. But I'm gonna listen to you because it's like Denzel Washington said in training day. Denzel Washington said, you know what? I like to read the newspaper. It's 99% bullshit, but it's entertaining. So that's what I do with people. 99% of them are full of shit, but I'm gonna listen to
Yeah.
them because they're entertaining to listen to. And
Yes.
I'm trying to let the time fly in my day too. I don't want my day to seem long, so I'm gonna listen to you because you're entertaining. But I know you not you 99% of you is full of crap.
Yeah.
But but it's not my
Yeah.
place to call you out on it because I ain't involved with you. I ain't got to sleep with you, and I ain't got to wake up with you. So thank God for that one.
Right. Right. Hey,
Woo.
and I'm saying, hey, and this will help you out, and it's something you can easily do. Hey, you ain't got to get in the gym and run on a treadmill for 76 miles, or get Botox, or go get a BBL, or get
Right,
plastic
right.
surgery, or try to change your look or nothing. No, the thing that'll help you right off the bat: reciprocation. Reciprocation. Quid pro quo. This for that. You get what you give. So whatever you expect, whatever you want, you need to be able to give those things as well. And if you, especially if you have a man who's on the ball, who's doing what he needs to do, you should be tripping over yourself to give back to that man 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, whatever it is that he gave you, because that's the type of man he is. We're not talking about catering to bums, ladies. No, and we do know, overwhelming, y'all, in your whole life, you come across plenty of men that were worth it, men that were on their purpose, men that could change. That if you had held on to those men, he might not have been much when you met him, but time has went by and look what he's turned himself into. You've been around those men. You met those men. Some of y'all have crapped on those men. But going forward today,
Right.
reciprocation. Reciprocation. That's it. Don't have your hand out. Don't have your demands and you'll come in with your entitlement. You deserve this. I deserve that. No. Mm-mm. No. No. You get what you give. You not giving it, stop asking for it. Especially if you can't give it. That's what lady somebody, oh, he got to buy you a Birkin bag. Baby. Can you get a JC Penney's bag? You talking about a Birkin bag? Can you get a Dillard's bag? Shoot, can you get a swap meet bag? A knockoff? Can you get one of them? Can you even buy the knockoff Birkin? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it at all. But men get shamed. Men get, hey, he's not this, he's not that enough, he's not this, he's not that. As soon as I hear a woman talking about a man not being a bunch of things, I think you're a liability right there. Because why does he need to be all these otherworldly
Right.
things? You know why? You know why they want men to be otherworldly? They want dudes to be 712 and to have 76 billion in the bank account for everybody to know him, but for him to be a low-key dude that don't talk to nobody and to be Tupac in the suit. All that. You know why they want that? Because it's everything that they're not.
Wow. I don't even have no words. Like all I could say is like wow.
It's projection,
But
man.
it's but you know what, man? I heard a preacher say. I heard him say it. Boy, it never left my head. He said, God is not gonna give you what you're not yourself. And when
Yeah.
he said that, I was like, wow. I was like, wow. I felt that. He said, God is not going to give you what you are not yourself. Well,
Yeah.
I guess I guess that's why some women are lonely out by themselves. Because,
Yeah.
they want what how can you want what you are not? How can you want what you're not? Well, a lot of them want that, man. A lot of them want what they ain't, bro.
Yeah.
But
That's like me wanting Beyonce results, and I'm living a Brandon Lampley lifestyle. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's just I can admit that men can admit that, because men are told every day you don't measure up every single day. Every single day we're told that.
every single day, in some
You say,
way, shape, form, or fashion.
yeah, and say, and cover yourself more. Maybe the man gonna want to be with you. You say, oh, cover yourself as in covering up. Is that what you're talking about? instead of
Yeah. What?
basically
Yeah.
being
Yeah. What does that
half
mean?
naked walking around. Is that what you're talking about? Let me know. Let me know if that's what you're talking about as far as covering up on the street when you out and about. But yeah, Shawn, it's
Mm,
crazy, man. The game is so lopsided. The game is so lopsided to now.
very.
Anything you say, any critique. Yeah, that's what she was talking about, covering up. Yeah, because dude, if I see you got everything
Yeah.
out, I'm gonna treat you exactly what you look like, street meat. That's what you look like. You look like you belong to the streets, so that's what I'm gonna treat you as. Sorry, I mean it is what it is. I'm not gonna be openly disrespectful and say call you out your name, anything like that. But no, any interaction I have with you, I'm act accordingly, which means hey, this is a temporary person. Have your fun and move on, because she's a liability. Because she bringing unnecessary attention because she want to have everything out. She trying to catch out here. So no, mm-mm, not with it. But like
I
any
love it,
critique,
man. I love it.
any critique of women today is seen, they take it as an attack. I mean, just take black women for example, because black women, that's the women I know. I know them more better than any other woman. I know women of other races, and I know how some of them operate. But black women is one I know them inside and out because I've been right there with them. They've been allowed to operate for so long without any criticism, behavior unexamined, able to go into airports and tear up the airport, tear up the kiosks, fight with the workers, fight at fast food joints, fight at parks, fight at museums, call the police on you, put their hands on you, and they haven't been held accountable for much at all. Haven't held accountable for much at all. And so now that we have that, now that you say, hey,
Mm-mm.
y'all probably shouldn't go outside with these bonnets on because you're looking like a liability. Oh, black women can't do what they want to do. You do this, they hate you. You do that, they hate you. Nobody want to see black women win. No, that's not it. That's not why Monique said that. Did you see Monique? She was in I think she was in Stone Mountain or something like that, and they were like on the path so you could jog and you could walk. And there was a lady out, the black lady out there with the bonnet, and Monique saw her, and they got a picture of Monique talking to the lady with the bonnet on the head. And all the lady
Right.
talking about she shouldn't be confronting nobody, couldn't confront nobody in public and nothing like that. And I'm pretty sure she didn't walk up on the woman and confront her. She just saw her. They probably saw each other. They laughed. They talked about it. There was no malice. There was no yelling. There was no cursing. I'm pretty sure the lady took whatever criticism Monique gave and she went on about her business. But when we can't point out just regular things, stuff that, man, this is not a good look. It's not a good look. You shouldn't be doing it. It's an attack. It's an attack. That's why we're not getting nowhere, Shawn, because you can't hold women accountable now. And now
Nope. You
women
can't.
can't even hold women accountable. They attack women for holding women accountable. It's crazy. You can't go against the sisterhood.
Man, I tell you what. No, because when you try to hold them accountable, man, for the most part, the ones who's not,
Right,
the
Stefania?
ones who are closed minded to proper growth, they get mad and they get offended.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is what it is, brother. It is
All right.
what it
So
is.
final thoughts. Final thoughts. So let me read Stefania. She say, yeah, and then they complained about the man only want one thing. I'm shaking my head. Sorry, I'm real. I say what I feel. Yeah, and they do complain that men only want this, men only want that. Well, man, you're displaying exactly what I want. So why would I ask for anything else when you got it served up like a buffet? Why would I ask for anything else? I'm looking for top and bottom
Hmm.
throughout my day, and you're displaying top and bottom plentifully. Why would I go past that? Why would I focus
Hmm.
on the meal that's right in front of me?
Mm. Mm. Wow. Wow. Man, you're right. You're right, B. Well, my
So
final thought is most of the time, the problem isn't the problem, it's the way you think about the problem. And a wise person, every wise person knows there is something to be learned from everyone. Only fools think that they know everything. So when someone is pointing out a transparent fact, to you, and you heed to listen to it because all you can hear is the sound of your own voice, ironically, you are your own problem. That's my final thought.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it, man. That is
Mhm.
it. Um,
Yeah, brother.
my final thoughts on this, man, is that you're gonna have things that are out of your control that's gonna make you a liability. It's on certain things that you, and I know you have those things that you can't
Right,
change. You can't put your kid back in you. That's that you can't do that. You can't put your kid back in you. It's just it's a lot of things
right,
that you, some liabilities, things
right.
that you can't change. But what you need to do, work on the things you can change. So even if you are a liability, so even if you are a
Mm-hmm.
person who doesn't have you know, what say like you're competing, you're pretty much, we're in a competition. So in order to make yourself stand out, even with your liabilities, you need to find ways to make yourself an asset. So for men, that's easy. Build value, build value, and display value. It's really that simple. You know,
That's right.
hey, put some money in your pocket, get your body right, and get on your purpose. Everything else will fall
Mm-hmm.
into place after that. I'm a living testament to that right now. I'm getting my body right. I'm making moves to put money in my pocket, and I'm on my purpose as you see me doing right now. Things are starting to fall into place. Now,
Slowly
for
but surely.
women, slowly but surely. It's a grind now. It's a grind. You know, at no time did I ever say it was easy. It was, hey, it's a grind. Because some days I just, hey, it's, I don't even, I'm not feeling it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But I know nobody else is going to do it. Nobody's coming to save me. There are no handouts, so I got to go do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for
That's
ladies,
right.
make yourself an asset. You build value in other ways. So make yourself an asset to him. So whatever it is, whether, hey, if you can't cook, you need to learn how to cook. That right there, I'm not understanding that one right there. Like, it's too many of y'all that supposedly don't
Yeah,
know how to cook.
yeah,
That
yeah,
right there,
yeah.
you will
I
set
know.
yourself apart today as a woman if you come in knowing how to cook. And we ain't talking about gourmet chef. Just
Mm-hmm.
don't burn it. Just don't burn it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't burn it and
Mm-hmm.
don't undercook it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that simple?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'll
That's
be
right.
very thankful. Yeah, yeah. It's not my cooking how I like to my taste, but she been slaving in there. She cooked it. It ain't burnt. It ain't undercooked, and it's decent food. I'm cool with that. Shoot. Also, you can't cook.
Amen.
Hey, clean, clean. We already know. We already know. Go look at the woman's. You all gotta do is look at her car, and you can tell whether she clean up or not. Look at that car. What's in that car? I honestly, I'm talking about junky cars. Pretty women, Shawn. Cars look like it's the Elsa, the hurricane that came through that thing, man. Clean up. Keep your space clean. Clean up. Being feminine.
Right.
Being feminine. Being
Mm-hmm.
feminine is a superpower for women. We've gone away from it. I don't know why. They want women to operate as men and to be masculine. Now, in order to make it in a man's world, you got to be masculine. Feminine. Feminine women will motivate the laziest of men. I'm telling you. You got a man who
Right.
he ain't moved for nothing in his life. Nothing moved the needle for him. Nothing's come by. He hasn't gotten up off that stoop and he's just sat there. Let a feminine woman come by and show him any
Right.
type of interest. He's up and you would never seen him move that fast. He could be 400 pounds. He gonna run the 4.2 that
Right.
day. You better believe it.
That's good stuff, D. That's good stuff, bro.
Yeah.
I like it. I
And
love
that's
it.
it, ladies.
It's awesome.
It's simple. It's simple, ladies. It's things that you can change.
Mhm.
It's things that you can change. And same with men, you
Right.
have to build. You have to build, man. Women, you acquire
Right.
skill. Men,
Have to.
build. That's what we do. So let's say
Right.
Italian. She says Italian here. Oh, saying she's Italian. Say you're constantly making yourself an asset to your partner. It's a process. Yeah, it's a daily thing, Lisa. Thank you for that. And that's the cherry on top. It's a daily thing. You don't just, hey, I take this course and that's it. Like you want to learn how to cook, you take a cooking course and that's it. No, you got to cook. You got to cook on a regular basis to perfect it. It's an everyday thing. Let's see. Stefani say the basic
Right.
cook, clean, act like a lady means easy. I mean, easy. Yeah, it's not hard. It's easy. But hey, we already know everybody wants a shortcut, man. Nobody wants to put in that work, man. Yeah, nobody want to put in that work. Would you say 20% of the U.S. works out? Nobody want to put in that work.
Yeah, 20% of the nation works out. Over 65 of the nation is overweight. So,
Yeah,
I mean, that's just numbers don't lie. People lie all day. Those are the numbers.
yeah.
So,
Just got to put
those
in
are
the
the
work,
numbers,
man.
man. Got to put
Yep,
in that
put
work,
in the
baby.
work. Man, but I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on all my social medias. Follow Shawn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Follow him on all his social media platforms. We will be back again with another live stream with another hot and spicy topic. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Say good job. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is good stuff. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody for commenting, man. That's what makes it fun, man. We got people in the comments. Hey, and they bounce the stuff
Right.
off you. You can go off of them, man. That's what makes this fun. But hey,
No
we'll be
doubt. No
back
doubt.
next week, man. I appreciate y'all. But we out of here.
All right.
Peace out,
All
y'all.
right, everybody. Peace.